Hello, and welcome to another edition in Darkness in Dublin, where we're going to watch people fight each other. So I'm assuming this is taking place in Marcus's character's gym. I almost forgot the word for gym. Great going antidepressants. Uh, so we'll get intros started. Mini, sir.
I'll start if y'all want me to. So basically, out of nowhere, into this door of this gym, you just hear like "Aya!" As basically this guy just flips in full battle armor attire, looks around, and then strikes a pose. Like, I guess this is the gym. Time to train, master my skills. The Sun Rider is always Super
Sorry, you need the
Sentai.
intro. You need the intro music.
As basically doing backflips, and he like basically backflips his way over to a punching bag, and he start kicking. He's like, kick, punch, kick, yeah. And y'all will notice whoever's there that he's basically he's basically he has he actually knows what he's doing as he's punching and he's kicking. He's like, yeah, let's do this. And I will leave it to yes, he is wearing a cup for protection, but as he trains.
Isaac, for his part, is probably sitting on a bench, being witness to this display of raw power and color, and he's just gonna go ahead and like gurgle at his soft drink straw.
Quick question, actually, Marcus. Does your gym have like a coffee machine?
No,
Fuck. Oh well, fine. Uh, so.
it does have a mini fridge full of liquor.
Ooh, and that's free.
Yeah,
Awesome. That's definitely why Georgie is showing up here. She'll walk in, go over to the fridge, grab, I don't know, whiskey. We'll see Isaac and walk up, sit down, and look at the guy who's like doing somersaults and whatnot. And she's like, "Who's that?"
He's a show, I think. One of those like
Oh.
street performers type things. If you see a
Who
camera,
is
go ahead
that?
and like point it out to me.
Who's that? Did you just say who is that? As he'll
Dun
basically
dun
do
dun
like,
dun 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 dun. You
I
need
am the
the
Sun
music,
Rider.
man. You need the music.
I'm the Sun Rider. I am the protector of all those who may need my protection. I am a part of the Brotherhood of the Akashic. I have sensed the aura and the chief flow within all who comes here. I am the Sun Rider.
Shing,
It is nice to meet you.
shing, shing.
Does
Aha.
the Shing, I got a very important question. Does he make the Shing noises with his mouth, or does he have like a sound effect go off?
Yes, he has sound effects.
God. Georgie's gonna look at Isaac and says, "I'm not drunk enough for this." But welcome, fellow Akashic.
Sun Rider, if you may. You don't need to go by such formalities, sister.
Uh,
As he'll do a high kick.
Damien walks from a corner around. He's obviously been in another part of the gym. He's just mopping the sweat off his brow, sees the display, and just goes like, "Who let the cosplayer in here?"
oh, hey, Damien.
Oh,
What's up?
oh, hi, Georgie.
Georgia, that's the name. Oh, sorry.
Oh, hi, Minnie. Oh, and Isaac. How are you doing?
you are greeted with more sounds of the Stroll gurgling pretty much ice water at this moment.
Ah, I see, as usual. So, what's up with this street performer?
I am no street performer, sir. I'm the son,
Ching, ching, ching.
the protector of all those who may need it. I am the Sunrider, Super Sentai of Dublin.
So no, like the leader of the Akashic Brotherhood in Dublin is Lord Sideshow.
I know, but I'm the Super Sentai of Dublin.
Oh God.
Super Sen.
Sentai
Oh.
Yeah, I must have misheard. Oi, that's a big link.
What the? I can't even click it.
Do not worry. I am not insulting no titles here. I know he's the head honcho around here. He is my Zordon to my Sentai.
That's not how that
You
works,
motherfucker.
Isaac says. I don't
not
see you
worry.
jumping into freaking Lord Sideshow and transforming into a giant.
I
Not
would
yet.
seriously suggest not doing that. He is way too strong.
Do not worry about that. Well, I have to get going now. A lot of good to do, as he'll basically do a backflip towards the bathroom.
The bathroom?
Bing.
I didn't ken where
Gotta
that
end
boy-
that cord. Gotta end that cord.
I didn't ken where that fella's going, but there's no bathroom out there.
As you hear crash, you're like, oh God, no, no.
Damien goes outside and see what all the fuss is about.
That
As
was
you
the
will-
broom's closet, wasn't it?
That's where I keep all the. That's not important.
And you will see basically this guy step out like, oh, hey.
How do you get your hair to stick up like that?
What?
Nothing.
Oh, a lot of jail, man.
Why do you look like a shonen protagonist?
Didn't you see him 2 seconds ago?
2
Isaac,
seconds ago, I just got here.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, for the love of... Okay, whatever. Come in. Oh.
Georgie,
Yeah.
that one's your responsibility.
Oh hell no!
Oh, no, accept it. You take
No,
it.
I'm-
Hell
That
no!
one- yeah, if you're going to pound that down, then you're going to take care of that boy. That's what you're going to do.
I'm
I'm not
I'm
here to
nobody.
pound anyone down.
nobody's responsibility.
I'm
Wait.
speaking of the whiskey that you've taken a drop of.
Okay, so
I'm pretty.
Up, woman. Take care of it. Good.
What's going on? I just got here.
Okay, we're gonna play a silly. We'll play along. Sure, you just got here. You
Hey,
just
and then-
happen to have gotten here, and Georgie there happens to be the person that's going to be watching out
Hey.
for you. Because if you break anything, I'm going to break your face.
I mean, no. I mean, look, I didn't break anything. Well, the thing is, the
What's
thing
your
is,
name?
the name's Kato Musashi. The thing is, I just
Okay,
seen some
hi.
crazy, like he was talking about some Super Sentai stuff.
Fuck me.
Isaac's gonna go ahead and
Hi.
put on his sunglasses. Just go ahead and nod. Story checks out. Puts the sunglasses back into his pockets.
I'm really not in the mood for this. Can I give the base of the whiskey back and just ignore this guy?
Oh,
What are you
no.
trying to
You've
move?
already said-
I
Got
hate you.
here.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want to have anything to do with responsibility. You should go to the temple, ask for Lord Aisho.
Lord,
He's amazing.
Not
and-
your responsibility anyway. I think I can know my own way to the temple.
Cool. Then responsibility is now diverted.
And besides, you haven't really proved yourself as a Akashic mage to me to say such things as referring to the temple.
Oh, Lord.
You want me to prove myself?
Oh, no. Oh,
I
no.
mean,
Please, did I kill him? Did I kill him, please?
if you got what it takes, I mean, but you're just sprouting around like you're, like you got to take responsibility of somebody who you don't even know.
I didn't want to, but basically, if I drank the whiskey and he makes
He
me
is
and he owns the place.
he is going to kick you.
Okay, she's gonna snake step that.
Ah, yeah, that reminds me. Damien pulls something out of his bag. Turns out that it's Isle of Skye whiskey. Here you go, mate.
Oh, a sweeter drop there's never been. Thank you, sir. He goes and
Yeah, welcome.
he reverently puts it. It disappears because the god goes upstairs and drinks it.
So, since this is a surprise,
If you want to, I can roll my perception alertness to spot it before it actually comes.
go
back.
ahead, and I will roll for basically his attack. So 1.
So not fighting. So not fighting.
Okay, so let me see if she notices it. Yes, she notices it. So
And when he does, and you're pretty much move out the way.
I mean, I can fail. I do not fail. She stepped. Wow, I have lightning reflexes. 1,
And-
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes. So she just steps out of the way. Easy
And
peasy.
she'll move out the way, and he'll be like, "That's interesting. Let's see what you got." And basically, he will get in the fight stance.
Really?
You guys should do this in the ring.
Drink. Just stay in your full body. I spent all day cleaning a floor. It's clean.
Quit complaining. Sometimes the masters want us to hone our skills together. Come on, sister.
Could we?
No, he doesn't want it.
Could we not? Could we not in here with the Kong and the food? Could we not?
What do you mean? She just gracefully dodged my attack. She's powerful. I would like to test my skills out against her.
Isaac's just gonna go ahead and tilt the straw point to the ring.
Well, into the octagon you go then.
All right, then he'll just start flipping to there, and he'll
What is
pop up.
wrong with him?
Come on, sister. I know you got some moves on you.
Are you defective?
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, you're gonna help you up there.
Well,
He will like have his hand out, reach for you.
Hold
This is
this.
gonna be great.
Still had to
Jarvis,
whiskey
if you kind of
bicep.
wear this fella out, we're gonna have a problem.
Fine.
Usually the best ones be the one who's reluctant to fight.
Well, I'm the worst one, and I'm rare in a fight, and I'll beat the shite out of both you.
I mean, if you want, you
Hey!
can interrupt in this ring too. The more the
I
merrier.
did not choose for this, okay? Shut up.
Before we do anything, he will give her a hug.
No, no. No.
Sparkmanship, I suppose.
Just a little bit of sisterly, just a little bit of brother and sister love right there. Because we're both Akashi. I think that's right.
I'm not a hugger, okay?
Of course. Handshake. He'll just shake her hand wildly. Let's do this.
Okay, fine.
Now you will all suffer due to my boredom.
God, no!
As you do.
Okay.
Also, because apparently I happen to scenes, according to Saskia, which now means you will now reap what you have sown.
Ah,
You are now about to witness the power of strict knowledge.
okay, fine.
Say
Here
that.
goes nothing. Georgie will, kind of stand there waiting for what's his face, Kato to start.
He
She's
is
just gonna stay
basically
second, yeah.
our roll for initiative.
Okay, I will roll as well.
Oh, you guys are practicing the ancient and honorable art of butt whoop?
I mean, I'm being forced. Georgie does not look like she wants to do this at all.
Okay.
But it's fine, yo.
Shush.
Yeah, you go
Marcus,
first.
hang on, Marcus. Did you make the point that they're meant to be super kung fu people, and you are in fact a super kung fu people, despite the fact you're not a super kung fu person?
I
No,
didn't tell them anything.
no, I drank his whiskey. I drank his whiskey, and now I'm responsible for this dude.
Oh Jesus! Have fun with that.
Yeah.
And I got Isle of Skye whiskey, and I gave it to it. It disappeared. I know where it went.
Okay. He is going to go for a punch with his martial arts. Like he's going back, yeah, as he goes for like a jab.
Snake stepping.
All right, so 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
8.
All right, as he'll miss, and he's going to smile like, "You're fine. Come on, keep going. Your turn."
All you hear in the back of your head, Saskia, is a voice grumble and saying, 2 points. 1, it's far too early for this. And 2, he is far too ugly for this.
Couldn't agree more.
Mm-hmm.
You really want me to kick you?
Try your best. Come on, sister. Let's do it.
Oh, dear.
Okay. And yeah, she'll go for a kick. I now need to check if a kick is a hard or a soft style.
Hard style.
Oh, then my 10s explode.
Well, it depends what type of kick, technically, but yeah, let's just go with it.
Yeah. Then I have only 3 successes. Is he dodging?
No.
Okay. Now I need to check. I mean, she's not berserk, so it's not that bad. Don't worry.
Saskia, add
Let's
8
check.
dice of damage to your kick.
What? Okay. I just need to check because I see the thunder kick. I see the throw. I'm looking at snap kick. I don't have spinning kick. I know I have the flying kick. Yeah, but I'm just looking for a normal one. I don't see it, so I'll just go with the flying kick.
Because Marcus, you always have your spirit sight on, don't you? Or it's always
Yes.
cursed to be turned on.
Yes.
You see it's a rhythmic, what you would describe as basically ancestor power run through Saskia's leg as the kick impacts. So it's entirely intentional.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bastion.
So only basically from you said 8.
Mm-hmm.
I will take 6 of that as basically you'll kick him. He's like, "Bah!" He'll roll back, and he'll basically cough up a little bit of blood and saliva. Like, oh wow, no, you're pretty tough.
Are we done now?
No, let's keep going.
Oh, Jesus.
If it helps, if you kill him, this is all his request. You are absolved of this action.
No, it's
I
not.
don't want to kill him.
He is going to spend the willpower to go for just a regular punch again.
Is there any
Have a
way I
snake
can
tap.
jump down into the middle of this ring and stop this madness?
Yes, there is.
Okay, what do I need to do?
Where are you physically standing?
Typically, he's standing. He's on the ground. He sent them into the octagon, and he's kind of watching on the outside of it.
Then yeah, you can just interpose yourself between the two of them. Essentially, what will be the end of the initiative, which has just happened. So you can interpose thyself.
He goes,
Yeah.
"Well, that's enough."
What?
I could not agree more.
What?
Okay, son. First and foremost, you're not fighting with your eyes open, which you should be, because you're not.
I didn't get to use my moves yet.
No, your eyes, boy. Your eyes, not your hands and your
I
face.
know. I didn't get to use my moves yet. I was just testing her out with my, jab.
You didn't know what you were getting into when you put your hands out there,
I
did
know
you?
she was a tough opponent.
No, she's more than a tough opponent, boy. You got to pay attention to what you're doing, especially if you're going to be a mage and fight.
Hey, it was a challenge. I wanted to see what it was about.
If it
Okay.
helps, I like this one. He tends to speak sense.
Okay,
Yeah.
first
agree.
move. If you're going to be putting your hands up against someone, you look at him. You give him a good look so you know what you're dealing with, which you didn't do. Now do it, now.
I mean, Georgie's just going to step out of the ring. She's just going to jump over the ropes and says, "Yeah, you won," and she's going to go back to her whiskey.
Georgie,
Why did you do that
What?
for?
come back over here, please. I'm going to teach this boy a lesson.
Oh,
Why can't he teach a lesson with him? Why
right.
can't... There's a wonderful moment where you kind of see two ancestors, Marcus and Georgie. You see that wonderful moment where two ancestral beings meet, and basically for Marcus, your gran looks over and she gives the sup nod to what you would probably ascribe as being Georgie's ancestral guardian, who looks remarkably like this.
He's a bumper.
Wait.
No, not the popper. You don't have your camera on, Evan.
I was gonna say, has my camera just hang me 2 seconds?
I think so. I mean, I don't mind having a pupper as an ancestral guardian, but no.
That is the cutest. Oh, I can't stop. It is the cutest. It's a cutie.
Oh, sad that we came this at the training.
I will accept the fact that, apparently Georgie's ancestral guardian cover.
I mean, I'm also fine with having Haku around.
It actually looks like this. And basically, the two ancestral beings kind of give each other a sup nod. It's like, I see you. I see you too. Want to fight about it? Nah, there's whiskey over there. Valid. But that is what you perceive, Marcus. On a side note, he's so fluffy.
Maybe there's more that I need to hone in on my fist then.
It's not just your fist, boy. You're fighting with your mind, too. Especially if you're going to be fighting other folks. What do the hooba-joob that we do? You can't just go out there kicking and punching and swinging at nonsense. You can't
And
do
he'll
it.
flip, and he'll basically, is this octagon have ropes?
No, it's got chains. Chain link over and like a real octagon.
He will basically flip and basically get like in front of you and be like, tell me more. Seems like you got a lot of information to offer. Like,
You're on 6 bashing. How are you flipping?
I mean, I will power it.
That's fair.
Okay,
Fair
he's
enough.
like, oh, shit.
I was informed, this woman will say as she enters and kind of ruffles Minnie's hair. Minnie, you get hair ruffling.
Down on the floor immediately. Boop.
That you had someone here who might actually have worth. Duncan Campbell.
That's debatable.
For the record, you will notice she gave you the song honorific.
She gave me a
Warrior.
smile.
Oh, I got the honorific?
She called you Duncan Campbell's son.
Sweet home Alabama. He kind of looked at her and he goes, "Aye, rough around the edges, but he's got potential."
She looks at him up and down. You, what is your name? The voice is incredibly deadpan. Like, I can't do that level of deadpan.
Kato Musashi.
Musashi, you have an ancient and honorable name.
Thank you, ma'am. As he bow.
I'm curious. What is it? Oh, she then turns. There is a brief moment where color flashes into her cheeks as she sees Isaac. It is agreeable to see that you still continue to exist upon this mortal coil.
Isaac will simply go ahead and hand over the straw cup that he's been using for you to just go ahead and have.
She bows in appreciation.
If you actually take a drink, it's the sweetest fucking sweetest tea you've probably ever had.
Did he just dump like 10 sachets of sugar into this?
It's a magical cup.
Excellent. But she will say, I'm curious, what is it that you know about the 5 rings in that case, considering your name?
Oh, fuck me. She goes.
What was that, Marcus?
I said, fuck me. Here she goes.
Not that much, ma'am. That's why I came here to learn.
I see. In that case, I will be your opponent.
Oh, no. No.
Maybe he did just have the shit kicked out of him.
And he will bow. It'll be an honor, ma'am.
Good.
Did you just accept the challenge then?
Of
He did.
course.
Georgie can't physically facepalm because she's definitely on the ground and kneeling, but she mentally facepalmed.
Can the boy have a mulligan on this one? Because
The
he doesn't like what he's just done.
The boyo may have 5 minutes where you may prep him for what is to come. I will be outside. I do not wish to spill blood in your
Well, thank you. Most kind. Have a drink on the way out if you want. I've got some of that sake stuff.
God damn it, Marcus. She will indeed take a sip of the sake as she leaves. You will see her, because Evan has to go to the bathroom. You will see her just stand outside as she basically goes into a very relaxed stance and waits.
Before she leaves, he will ask, excuse me, honored ma'am. Before you leave, can I ask you one thing?
You may.
Would it be okay to fight as my true self?
If I may fight as mine.
You honor me, ma'am.
There is a bow before she will leave, and I expect that somebody is going to start yelling as soon as she closes the door.
It's definitely going to be Minnie.
Isaac's gonna go back to his straw cup. Gurgle. It's one of those like long, drawn out like suctions where the ice is probably the only thing that's catching, but he's still doing it.
That light voice that he had will get deeper. Well then, it's time for me to get dressed.
Wait a second. Let me.
It's time for a fight.
Please don't insult me with such Yu-Gi-Oh reference. It does not apply.
Damien sniggers.
I apologize.
Georgie's going to sit next to Isaac, grab the bottle of whiskey, and says, "It's no longer my responsibility now."
Okay, you got out of that
Isn't
one.
it great having no responsibilities?
No, it's not. Because
Yes, it is.
he goes, boss, are you Matt?
Gonna go ahead and like
Are you here?
clink the straw cup with the bottle of whiskey.
All right, idiot face, get over here. And she's talking to the new guy.
Minnie, I don't know if you want to call him that. He might
course.
He might punch you in the face. I don't know.
Of course, ma'am.
Arms up.
Okay. And he'll lift his arm up.
She'll start wrapping his rib cage because she's pretty sure he broke a couple of ribs.
Georgie, why did you let the dragon thing kick him in the fucking soul?
Oops.
Because if she's dead, I don't have to be responsible for him.
Okay, out of character. It's just hilarious. Like, how your wife just get a commentary like that. Okay. I gotta get back in the Super Sentai, get his butt kicked mode.
Give me a second. I'm going to roll medicine. It may reduce your wound penalty depending on if Evan's cool with that. It's great.
I prefer mopping the floors. I'm fine with that.
Floors don't talk back and they don't fight back either.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll have to mop the floor for a long while after what I did.
Oh, what did you do?
I mistakenly challenged Lord Sideshow. Well, I didn't actually challenge him, but I was planning to, and stuff happened.
Well, is that all you have to do for me? Bench me up?
I mean, can anybody in here heal him?
I could do a lot to those bandages. I'll go ahead and tell you right now.
Well, I thank you for that, but anyway, I think about just braving it out. It'll be tough, but
Well, I did get 5 successes on my check, so.
he will go to the broom closet and basically change. As you see light flash in it, light flash from it, he'll come out.
Okay, so here's what you're gonna do, and it's not gonna be fight that woman outside. Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna say, "Thank you for accepting my challenge. See you in a week when I'm nice and healed."
That would probably be more prudent, yeah.
Because she did not say when the fight had to happen, just that it would.
Good point.
Interesting, citizen. I see where you're coming from this.
However, if she puts her fist through your head, we really can't fix that, so good luck, boy.
I'll try my best. Dismembering mountains itself. Interesting. Maybe when I'm fully healed, this will be a very vulnerable bout. Still learning
Oh,
experience.
God, you're gonna get your ass kicked.
I believe in you.
Isaac?
Okay, I don't believe.
I was gonna say, that's a lie.
I will go outside and talk to her.
Yeah,
Excuse
yeah. Isaac
You-
hangs his head. I don't even believe myself.
me.
I think
will walk
Evan is
outside.
AFK. IRL.
Yeah, he went to the bathroom. Well, I might as well come along. Not that it's gonna matter anything.
Don't you think you've done enough, Georgie?
I'm not planning to fight. I wasn't planning to fight at all.
No, planning. Planning. Who does that?
Well, usually... Look, whatever. What happened, happened.
By the way, did you ever swing by the jewelry shop? Georgie?
What shop?
My jewelry
Oh.
shop.
Not yet. I've been busy in the temple.
That's okay. Just come by whenever you get the chance to fill out the paperwork.
Yeah, I have to do that. I'm sorry, but hey, at least you can eat from the temple floor now. I don't think it's ever been clean. I used a toothbrush for the corners.
Damien rolls his
Hope you
eyes.
did not use your own, because those floors have seen things.
I
Those
mean,
four.
you think that I have a spare toothbrush?
Oh dear.
For the love of whatever.
That's not even right. That's not right.
Maybe we'll pull out a toothbrush that's still in the package and hand it to Georgie. I always keep an extra in my purse in case I had to spend the night somewhere. I also had toothpaste and Midol and a bottle of water. And
How much do you have in that purse? I mean, I usually just have a beer. In my pocket, though. She'll, take out of her pocket. She will actually take a can of beer.
I have also pads and tampons in case anybody. I also put them in these neat paper packages in case I ever see a homeless lady, so I could just hand them to her.
Okay.
My bag has a hole in it.
Do you need some patching up for that?
No, nothing will patch it up.
Yeah, it's a hole in his soul that'll never get fixed because he's broken.
I meant more for the bag. I've already given up on the other thing. He says in a deadpan voice.
Well, you just earned yourself free beer for the rest of your life.
Evan's back.
He is, you know.
Well, let's go outside. I wanted to have a smoke anyway.
But yes, as you walk outside, you will see Mayren. She is standing there very calmly. She has her hands crossed across her chest. I'm curious. She says. She says, looking at the new arrival now in armor, and she says, "What is it that you fight for?"
Well, ma'am. I fight for not only the Brotherhood, but those around me who are my friends. Without them, who would I be?
So you are in fact saying that you fight for friendship.
It may be corny to some, but I draw my powers through that. The chi flows through me and allows me to fight harder. The saying goes that to each his own.
She gives you a look like you were doing a very clearly special doggo. like a kind of a, oh dear, this is going to be both painful and hilarious.
Georgie will light a cigarette and is just going to stand there. She's fully meaning to intervene if he goes down, but you know.
Damien will ask her if he could have a cigarette.
She'll check her package. It has 2 left. She'll hand him 1.
He thanks her and slips a 10 euros note over for the next packet.
I love how everyone has just treated Georgie as a charity case.
Damien has a history of doing that.
Question, is it night?
Yes, you may wear your sunglasses at night.
Yes. Awesome. The sunglasses are now donned. Everything is right in the world.
Because you have to be that guy. Who was your previous master?
I actually need to look up his name now because I wrote it down.
Also, I now have pizza. All is right with life.
Yay, pizza!
What dog?
I think I got his name. Gento Bushi.
Kim, before we continue, what toppings are on the pizza?
Pepperoni and cheese.
This is acceptable. There was none of that heresy that is pineapple. I'm sorry, but if you like pineapple on your pizzas, I'll get the fuck out of my venue.
Bye.
And nothing of value was lost that day. But she looks you up and down before she says, very well. I will even give you the first strike.
Can we hear
honor
this
me.
insanity inside?
I beg your pardon?
Can we hear this insanity that is this conversation outside?
Yes.
My character, he walks outside.
Are you doing anything or just coming out to go?
He's gonna be like, you realize that he's not in tip-top shape, so it's not really kind of. Could you just wait till he heals up before you toss him a beating?
She moves her hands in a mudras before she basically walks up and she presses to her 2 knuckles to your chest and pumps into your heart. All of your bashing is healed.
And he will look back at Marcus' character. He'll smile. Please, this is a bout between 2 warriors. It'll be honorable.
Nah, it'll be a bloodbath. But you go ahead.
If I die, let me go to the afterlife knowing that I have learned something.
You could have learned not to challenge people who can kick your head in. That's a great way of living. I promise.
Some people play video games once perfectly. Others need a few lives to retry.
He is going to roll.
I wish it could be down and icy.
Instead of attacking first. I mean, well, you'll attack first, but just roll initiative.
She'll let you win initiative, so whatever you roll, it's not really important.
Jeez, never mind that. All right. He will just basically punch with a skillful punch to like the solar plex. Basically, it's a basic kata move that basically aims for that area. Will precise come into play?
Yes, but it will also wait. Are you trying to do like there are actual maneuvers for this? Are you trying to do a nerve strike? I think it's called a nerve strike. I can't have the book in front of me.
I have not looked at the strikes, but what is it called?
Marcus will probably correct me. I believe it's called a nerve strike.
Mm,
I did not have my combat book in front of me.
that thing does lethal damage, I believe.
No, that's death strike.
Hmm. Oh, here, nerve pressure point strike. You have that's a martial arts 3, any style, strength +3 bashing, difficulty 7.
Okay. He's gonna try that with. So take away that success. So 1 success.
Okay.
So that would be 1 plus 3. What?
Strength
It's-
+3.
Strength +3 bashing.
Did you get 3 successes?
No, he did not. He got 1.
Then it didn't work. You punched her. Go team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So it's just an ordinary punch. So there you go. Roll your strength.
so basically strength plus 1.
It's just an ordinary punch, so it's just strength.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. So just 4. Ugh, Discord. Come on, it's late night. You ain't doing nothing important. 2 bashing.
Cool. I will roll her stamina. She doesn't soak one of it, so you punch her, and you basically punch her to the chest. At which point, she kind of reels back. And can somebody remind me which is the special "dough I fuck you up" kick? I believe it's Typhoon Kick.
Yeah, I think it's Typhoon Kick.
As I look at Marcus.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
What?
None.
I
Can
can
you
ask Tyler.
I was going to say, because I don't have my book up in front of me, can you just tell me what the rules are for the special "dough I fuck you up" kick? Because I know it exists, I just can't remember it.
It's not as bad as it used to be.
It used to be worse, yes.
Oh, by the way, Minnie is out here with bandages at the ready.
Okay.
Typhoon Kick is in the side chat.
Hooray! It is dexterity plus dough, difficulty 8. Dexterity, strength plus 5 plus 1 automatic, plus 1. Success. No successes. Okay, cool. In that case, she spins around and kicks you straight to the chest. She is going to opt to do lethal damage.
As he looks at this, his face will be, since it's under a mask, nobody won't see it, but his face is like, wow, so masterful. But
The ancient art of butt whoop. So it's difficulty 8 minus your entropy effect of 3, which becomes difficulty 5.
He gonna die.
take me to the king.
3.
No, not
Can I-
again.
Can I try and snake step him out of the fucking way?
Well, let's see what the damage is before we make any kind of rash decisions here, because he does have armor, which is going to have soak mitigation.
Fair enough.
It basically gives me a +3.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. That rolled
Never
up.
mind.
That's going to be 5. So that's going to be 6 rollover plus her strength of 4, which is 6. Sorry, 6 rollover plus 4 is 10. Plus 5 is 15. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, what happens? Yeah, you may make your armor soak up. Okay. She basically brings her foot around and the foot pierces into the armor. Let's phrase it like that, because I believe it says what happens if it hits normal objects. No, it's fine. But you will take 6 lethal damage and are spun backwards onto the ground.
Okay,
As-
Georgie
he
is
does-
gonna step in between.
Am I like badly injured but still up?
No, you are on the ground in a puddle of sand. 6 lethal ain't no joke.
Minnie's over there in a second.
Oh, my ribs. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
As many examples of half of his ribs have caved into his lung.
Oh, Jesus.
It is really sad.
He'll start throwing up, and basically, he will basically just be throwing up just saliva and blood. You're like, oh.
Well, at least
Okay.
when you're in physical contact with my knee, you get reduced pain.
You do.
Yeah.
Uh,
Myron won. This challenge is over.
Georgie, no.
Yes.
She announces when the challenge is over.
Actually, I do.
Isaac has his phone in his hand. Am I calling an ambulance or a hearse?
Myrin simply stands there. She looks ready to continue if you can stand up.
Oh God.
Don't dishonor me.
This is your home, Mr. Campbell. You called this challenge through.
I do, Senpai. I do.
I will abide by the wishes of your home, as to do otherwise would cause you dishonor. And she bows.
We kind of have that now, can we?
No.
Did you want that fake stuff?
Beg your pardon?
Did you want that fake stuff?
She shakes her head and she says, "No, thank you.
You're the only reason I brought the stuff.
Then yes, I will have a cup of it. Thank you."
Such a masterful cake. This is what
Yeah,
my master was talking about.
Stop moving so much. And she's gonna.
I've got a mind to spike that boy to the ground so he doesn't hurt himself anymore.
Would you like some help with
Ground
that?
without your helmet.
We're just going back inside because, the whiskey is there.
Duncan just proceeded to bring out the alcohol, so the alcohol is now outside as people desperately try to see to not Power Ranger McGee over there.
My first roll was 2 successes.
What was your second roll?
Her
Let me
name's
roll it.
Maylee.
What was that, sorry, Marcus?
Her name's Maylee.
Mayrin.
Mayrin, why is every time you visit, you always make such excitement?
Another 2.
We had 2 new aspirants enter into the city today. to join the Akashic Temple. One was this gentleman, the other was a woman. I was sent to test both and see which one my master would extend an invitation to.
I never did understand the Akashics.
We are a complicated organization.
What with all the flipping and the kicking and all that?
Who was the other one?
She kind of turns to Georgie and she says, I beg your pardon, because Eva didn't actually hear you.
Who was the other one?
And the other aspirant, you mean?
Yes.
You can see her eyes kind of half closed as she appears to be thinking, trying to remember the name.
Well, Evan's looking that up. I got 7 successes on my medicine check. Total.
Nice.
Her name is Sakura Moto. Took me off by the...
Yeah. Do I hear that?
Yes.
oh crap!
Train fight is here.
And they said there would be another.
Damien notes down the name, puts the notebook back again, all very calmly.
Duncan pulls out a black quill and he kind of dips it in the air, and you see the air kind of ripple, and then he writes a name on the last page of the book.
Isaac, for his part, is going to go ahead and walk over to Minnie, and with his phone still in hand. So, ambulance, hearse.
No, I'm okay. I'm good.
Minnie, those were complete lies. He is not good. He is made of sad.
And
Listen,
so basically just spit out, just like vomit blood and saliva again.
Minnie just looks at Mayrin with the biggest puppy eyes.
You wish me to heal him again, don't you?
Yes, peace.
You will not. That
Jesus.
fucker's got to learn a lesson.
She's here. Dang it. Oh crap.
She has come also to... She has come to learn under my master, Saisho.
Oh
Thus
Lord.
it is I was sent to judge which of you two was worthy of his time as an apprentice.
Hey, at least you guys were judged.
Oh, you don't know Sakura the way I. Jesus.
Hello, emergency services? Yeah, we have somebody on the ground, bleeding, no concussion, as I can hear of.
Look, cause stop.
First aid's being applied. How soon can you get here?
He'll just like put the phone down. Like, stop it.
You grab like Isaac's wrist, and his
Yeah.
phone goes ahead and jolts out of his hand, so like it's in front of you now, so you can go ahead and talk to Jerry.
This is
Yeah,
Jerry. How may I
sir.
be of assistance?
Jerry, no. And he'll just hang up.
He hung up on Jerry. That bastard.
Yep, that happens a lot more than you'd think. Phone goes back into his pocket.
Look, during training, I had to go through a lot worse than this. Just have to make my way towards the temple, and
Look, you're an idiot. And if you really want to be an Akashic, you will also learn to listen to your body and to know when to quit. So you're quitting right now. Come on.
Yeah, your chest is literally caved in. It's disgusting to look at.
Please,
I'm
Isaac,
not
can you
sure how
call
you're
the ambulance again?
At this point, Mayrin will turn. She has no more interest in this conversation, but her head snaps to the side before she starts to walk away, and she says, My master will begin your training, Georgie, tomorrow. Be at the temple at dawn.
Of course.
The dragon himself, then.
She has impressed him.
That's high
We will
praise.
cut that.
Georgie could not be looking more pleased with at that point. Like, ah.
Is Moonman Rider still up and moving around?
Who? Sorry?
Is Moonman Rider still up and moving around?
Who the fuck is
No, he's
Moon
not
Man?
moving.
Is he
Sorry,
conscious?
No,
He is conscious. But the only you assume the only reason he is conscious and has not lapsed into unconsciousness is basically Minnie is dulling his pain by her physical presence. If
I'm
not,
gonna-
he would have
I'm
probably
gonna
gone
knock him out.
by now.
I'm done. I'm done with him. I'm gonna go knock you out. I'm done.
I mean, I'm not stopping you.
Also, that
Duncan kisses his fist and says good night, and knocks him out.
Shunk.
Yeah, Jerry, update on the last status. Man on the ground is unconscious, probably has a concussion now.
He does not have a concussion. I promise. You lot were going to let him run around and hurt himself. I gave him a helmet.
I got another 3 successes on the medicine check, totaling to 10.
He is no longer
Trying
in
to keep
danger.
this- Huh?
He is no longer in danger of death.
Okay.
There you go.
You will see a snot bubble come out his nose while sleeping.
Even unconscious, he's annoying.
I've never had any sort of Akasha training or anything like that. However,
Isaac starts taking pictures of his unconscious form.
I do have a marker. All I'm saying.
Isaac
have
sends the
marker.
pictures to Mayrin. Little text caption. You go, girl.
You know you got game when that's who you can text. Like, please. Cool. Who's that?
Sorry, I'm really bad at this whole congratulation thing.
Out of character. I wish I knew that his side piece was Mayrin. I'd have more jokes.
Are y'all going to try to do anything with the armor?
No.
We're not stupid.
Good.
Minnie
Nope,
had to
just
take off her
watching.
chest plate anyways.
Yeah.
But with that, Mayrin will depart. You see her just walking away.
Georgie is actually looking really happy now. Yay! Senpai noticed me.
As Mayrim passes, Damien just gives her a silent 45-degree bow, straightens up again, and looks in another direction.
I train fighters here. I didn't train martial artists.
That's because there's nothing artistic about you, you big puck goat.
Anytime, Gran. Anytime.
I'm pretty sure I've seen Power Rangers. I'm sure if I poke enough buttons, it'll just disappear.
We're gonna play.
Or he'll turn into a Zord.
Quick,
I mean,
press all the buttons. We need Zords in our life.
Do you press the
No,
button on his belt?
no. Just
There's
let
a button on the
medical
belt, you say?
professionals-
Yes.
Oh,
Just let
man.
medical professionals deal with it, okay? Probably half of that armor is in his chest.
You know what? That's right.
Thank you.
I did get most of it. I mean, that's why he's not actively dying.
Minnie, you're amazing. You're like the only good person here.
She's not wrong.
Well, no, there's Damien. There's two good
I'm
persons.
surprised nobody
here.
then since the
Oh,
armor.
thank you. But Minnie's definitely the better healer.
He just looks at everybody and goes, so I'm not good then?
No, you're not
consider you
good.
more a
You're
neutral
fantastic,
person.
Duncan.
So, Evan, can I ask you a question?
You may.
Since this armor is kind of like a part of him, would it be okay since he was soundly defeated that the armor just turned back into this Power Ranger wristwatch or something?
I mean, hang on. I have to check something. Give me 20 seconds.
Using magical costume changes.
Neat.
Hashtag magic costume changes.
I'm a good person. I give sometimes.
You give more than one would expect.
Because the armor doesn't seem to be anything on your sheet. As in, it's not like a wonder or anything, so it's literally just metal.
Damn it! Damn it! That's what it's supposed to be. Damn it! Damn it! But anyways,
Georgie, you feel a weight on your shoulder, like a head is there.
She'll reach up and pat the head. Hi.
Well, this seems to be exactly as I had anticipated it would be.
If you knew that she was going to show up, you could have given me the heads up.
I didn't know that she was going to arrive. However, when it was that this individual so willingly accepted a challenge that he had no contemplation of his opponent, well, there's a reason that Sun Tzu wrote, if you do not know your opponent and you do not know yourself, you will never find victory.
Fair enough. But then again, I made the same mistake yesterday and you weren't there.
Can I pet the dragon too?
Beg your pardon?
Can I pet the dragon too?
Yes, you may.
I give it back stretches. Hey there, big fella.
I accept all forms of scritches.
The dragon is not viewable for the rest, right?
No, he is. He's become corporeal now.
Oh, well, as that happens, he just, like, automatically gives him a bow.
This is what happens when you have the manifest. This is what happens when you have the manifest avatar merit. And did you just call him a puppy?
Wait, what?
She called him a sky puppy. There's sea puppies and land puppies and...
Saskia, there's a pissed off dragon on your back.
Oh boy. Yeah, don't worry. It was a compliment. It was meant as a compliment. She'll turn around, kind of, face him. Actually, we'll sort of hold his snout, probably.
Oh, that was
And Isaac's going to go ahead and interpose himself between the dragon and the cinnamon bun.
And to answer the question, no. Ordinarily, your avatar only ever really shows up if you do seekings, or occasionally they don't show up at all. Certain people basically, Saskia's bought a certain merit that means her avatar physically shows up whenever the fuck he wants to.
Hey, mine too.
Yours too. I think the only other person in the game who has it is Lottie and Ares. Because Ares does show up a collection a handful of times.
Look. You're telling me that this is going to be a standoff?
No, it'll be fine. Don't worry.
No. Me out of character. This is the perfect opportunity for your stands to show.
JoJo's Bizarre.
Yeah, that was a JoJo reference. I feel bad about myself, okay?
If it helps, I feel bad about you too after a JoJo reference.
Here, give him this cookie. And Minnie pulls out, like, a jar of cookies.
Cookies.
She is the master of cookies.
She'll let go of the snout. There you go. Please don't refer to him as puppy again.
My name is Shishang Hai Shun Ven I Kun Chi Shi Hai Ven Vuong, or Shen for short.
There you go.
I am a lucky dragon.
Do that again.
Zai Shun Shen Hai Shun She Hai Shun She Shui Feng Bong.
At this one, Damien will actually be noting it down, or at least attempting to.
I mean, if it helps, I've got a cousin named Stupalopakettle. Do you think that he has any fun whenever we have family reunions?
And none of you are getting those personalized cokes.
I mean...
He kind of potters over to the unconscious body on the ground. He just kind of nudges it with his head. He's just like, do you want me to do something about this?
We already called emergency services.
We did, but ultimately...
If he could be less injured...
Oh, no, this is where we get to deal with all the philosophical things that all your orders have. But
yeah, please, do something about it. Like, ultimately, if he is to be trained, he can't be in the hospital for months.
Well, in being in the hospital for once a lesson.
Mhm.
Heal him halfway, okay? Enough that he can just normally stand.
He nods before you see his eyes close for a few moments. He places a clawed paw-like hand on the wound, at which point you see it start to close. It doesn't close all the way by any means, but it kind of half knits itself closed. You will regain 3 health levels worth of damage and will regain consciousness. Yay!
He will wake up and be like, oh,
You are literally staring snoot to snoot with a dragon.
What? What? Dude. Hello.
Hello. I have healed you. I will now accept head scritches.
All right. And then he'll just basically scratch the head.
Minnie
Basically,
will also provide head scratches.
What was that, Syken?
Minnie will also provide head scratches.
I accept this.
Evan, Duncan has gone back inside, is sitting in the middle of the octagon, drinking with Manon.
That's fine. He's not there at the moment.
Oh, then he'll just drink in the middle of the octagon.
so now I know what I need to do now.
So what did you
Not
learn from
telling
this?
dangerous naked women to combat. That's what you'll not do.
What did you learn from this?
That
Georgie's
there's a
bottle of whiskey is now finished.
that there's a lot of stuff that I need to learn, a lot of stuff I need to discover, and also that I will probably need to get a lot more longer if I'm going to challenge my ex-girlfriend again.
No, wrong answer. So what did Duncan tell you earlier on?
How can that be the wrong answer?
Because if you don't accept that you can give wrong answers, then basically you can just stop being an Akashic right now.
How you don't get to determine that
No,
because it's
I'm giving you advice.
a
That's all.
philosophy. I mean, understandable, but that's more of like your opinion.
Minnie smacks his helmet.
Don't. I mean, like
Look.
I learned a lot of stuff today.
He is inherently right. Ultimately, he must carve his own philosophy. That is part of the Akashic way.
I mean, yes, but
Look, your way works for you. My way is going to work for me.
look, Duncan just told you something important.
Yes, and I
Learn-
took a little piece of what he said and added to my philosophy. And I took a little piece of what you said and added to my philosophy. And I took a little piece of what Manny did for me and put a piece of my philosophy. And I took a piece of what the dragon did to me and put a piece of my philosophy. And I took a piece of what Isaac did and put in my philosophy. And I took a piece of what that gentleman did.
Okay, shut up.
I don't really think you should be taking pointers for me. I think that's a good way to make a lot of mistakes.
Stop. Have y'all not read like it? The philosophy can be developed by people's actions and whatnot, and added to oneself. It could be the little things.
Nope,
Listen.
sorry, no flame of reference to learn to fight from an ancient immortal fairy woman. So no.
Yeah,
Help.
like you need
Hey.
to stop.
And Shen looks, kind of moves the serpentine head, and he says, "What's your name?"
Kale Musashi.
It is very nice to meet you. I will say this to you. Wisdom also comes from listening to those who have perspectives that are other than yours.
Of course.
They are not inherently saying that anything is right or anything is wrong. He kind of gives a glare at Georgie, like, you're not saying that because that's entirely the antithesis of everything we stand for. God dang
That
it.
was absolutely not what she was saying.
But he will then go on to say, you build your own philosophy. You find your own path. That is a good thing.
I'll second
However-
that.
May I suggest not challenging everybody around you to a fight because you nearly just died twice in a row.
It's not about challenging everybody to a fight. Like, I knew that Georgie was capable enough to be able to be within the fight. The only thing I didn't know was the outcome of the fight. I challenged, as stupid as some may think. What was the lady who had the tattoos out of character?
Mayrin.
May ran to a fight because I didn't know the outcome of that fight, but I learned something.
Is that learn something? Don't get your chest caved in.
Sometimes it's going to be a painful lesson. That's a part of the journey.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Isaac Ascend throws his hands up. Okay. So you believe in a philosophy of action and movement that you can absorb by observing people going about their business and fighting, correct?
Through the heart of battle, that's where you will find your true self. That's my philosophy. That's not yours. Your philosophy.
No. I'm going down a list. Second point, you believe that no fight is determined before the blows start landing.
A lot of things can happen. A lot of different outcomes and unfortunate circumstances can happen in the battle.
He goes ahead and nods and just absorbs the information by absorption osmosis. That's the word. Damn it.
But I've learned a lot today, and I'm very appreciative of it from all of you. And he'll basically do the bow with his face, knees. He'll be grunting because he's still in pain a little bit, but he'll still do
Full
it.
of shite. That's my philosophy. You're full of shite, is what you are.
And that's your philosophy, and I understand that
Hey, if
completely.
you say philosophy one more time, I'm gonna beat you unconscious, and no one here can stop me. Trust me.
That is true.
And
Um,
that's
Nobody determines the outcome of a fight before
That's your pie hole, you puppy killer.
drugs.
and if that's what you wish to do, then I will have no choice but to defend myself.
That makes absolutely no sense. Nothing you've said or done makes any sense.
But that's my philosophy.
That's not a philosophy. That's insanity. Are you daft? Are you off some sort of? What's wrong with you?
But your philosophy doesn't have. But my philosophy don't have to make sense to you.
You
Nor
just said philosophy again. I'm gonna toss the beating.
I think this is a
Are
fight
you
that
okay,
has yet to be determined.
Not only am I gonna get a kick your arse, I'm gonna wait. I can't do that. Fuck. You've been accepted as a student of the Akashics, so I cannot do anything. I'm not your instructor. However, I will give you a bit of advice. Don't tell them what their philosophy is, and they won't tell you what yours is.
I'm not telling them what their philosophy is.
You just keep saying, if your philosophy and your philosophy and your philosophy. You've said it 4 times. I'm really getting sick of it.
It's the key word. If.
Okay. If you say philosophy, I'm going to beat the shite out of you with some sort of metal object.
That's if you want to.
Damien face palms Picard style.
I'm not paid attention.
Isaac goes ahead and picks up a shard of the shattered armor. Is it like this piece of metal?
Don't worry about that. That can get fixed as soon as possible.
No.
Isaac goes ahead and hands the man the shattered piece of armor back to its original
Oh
owner.
my god, I'm sorry. Listening to Marcus have an aneurysm.
Georgie's just kind of sitting there in a corner,
What you're
just
telling me?
looking at all this going down.
So what you're telling me, just so I can understand.
Okay. What's your character's name, by the way, Marcus?
Duncan Campbell.
Okay, Mr. Campbell. What's the honorific, by the way, because he would know this? for somebody respect or something? Would it be San?
Yeah.
He's not Asian, nor is he a member of your order. You don't have to honor him with shit.
I mean, but still, he still like cool with that. You're trying to
Go with
preach to
Mr.
him like
Duncan.
Mr. Duncan, of course.
So I wasn't raised in your little order, and I wasn't raised among your Eastern philosophy, but I respect and understand that there's different ways of thinking.
And I like you for that.
When you come in like gangbusters and create a Donnybrook just because you want to, so basically you're going to fight to learn how to fight.
Okay.
I'm asking. That was a question, you daft rascal.
I'm not pretty sure I'm not deaf, but anyways, but yes, I am going to learn the best way I can.
Daft, not deaf.
It means you're off your nut, is what it means.
That's understandable.
So, I'm not trying to understand your philosophy.
Of course.
I'm trying to understand your actions that you've taken.
Of course.
Okay. So, you didn't examine anyone before you start to throw hands with them. You didn't care who you fight as long as the fight happens. And you didn't ken if you're gonna win or if you're gonna lose or if the fight's worth it. You just want to fight.
Of course. And do you see that's fun?
How is that?
I'm gonna suggest you shut up before you die again.
Why should I shut up when that's what I believe?
Uh-huh.
If it's something that I like to do.
Oh no.
Ain't that's where our chi come from? Like what
No. See, here's where our philosophies differ, and I can say that now.
Of course, yes, that's perfect.
You like to fight. I like to win. So there's a difference. Okay, that's the fundamental difference between it. That's what I understand now. Okay, cool. But what are you fighting for then? There's no reason behind it. You're not protecting anyone or guarding anyone. You're just doing
Of course it's to protect people.
Isaac holds the shattered piece of armor. I feel very protected right now.
I don't think you're protecting anyone.
Sometimes
You're floor mobbed.
Sometimes it's to protect people. Sometimes it's to,
I don't know. That's why I'm talking to you.
I'm just saying. Sometimes to protect people. Sometimes to do what I do. Have fun.
No, I don't know. I don't know what it is you do either.
I'm not sure that was English.
It was Scottish. It's like English, but angry.
Angry English.
Now you calm down there, Bio. I swear to God, if you have an aneurysm the way that Uncle Gerald went out, I'm not going to be picking up the pieces, and we're not going to be having the shit cleaned out of your britches so we can give you an open casket funeral.
And he went out like a fine soldier. He was telling people how the proper way is that you prepare a fucking barbecue.
Mr. Campbell, who are you talking to?
Isaac is ahead and hands over his sunglasses to the newbie so that he can see.
And he'll be like, "Oh, hello there, sir."
Standing beside and a little bit behind Duncan, you see a woman dressed in very
no.
old-style Celtic armor, like ringmail, who appears to be having a rather interesting debate with Duncan.
Oh, hello, ma'am.
Just because the boys are we Egypt doesn't mean you have to go commenting that the boys are we Egypt.
Oh.
Why didn't you tell him he's a wee Egypt? You won't know he's a wee Egypt.
What's a wee?
Why is it any skin off your nose if he goes blunder fucking his way around? It's absolutely none of your business.
Yes, he wants to bumble his way around Dublin, Ireland. He can go right ahead. However, if I see it with my own eyes, I've got to say something. I'm a camel.
Excuse me, I honor people.
What?
Is that your relative?
Aye.
And he'll look over to her. Mr. Campbell is a good guy. And thumbs up.
Oh, Jesus.
I told you. What did I say?
Well, you're not allowed to hit him. I think he's darling.
Well, thank you. It'll do a thumbs up, like a peace sign up, like, yeah.
He's like that. He's like that one dog that we took in one summer. You know, the one who got shot in the head with an arrow and somehow was still alive.
Oh, wow, hold up now. I don't hope to get shot at the arrow anytime soon.
Isaac goes ahead and reaches his hands out to take the sunglasses from you. You're welcome.
You
While
see
your
a-
head.
You see a terrifying world, Mr. Isaac.
Yes. He goes ahead and turns his head very, very eerily in your direction.
And all
The rest of
the-
his body not moving at all.
The reason
You're
I'm losing my
right.
shite, to tell you the truth, Boyle, I'll tell you why I'm so serious about this. Because you're going to be out there bumble fucking around with all your fighting, and we're all going to catch it.
Don't worry. That's when I truly come alive.
No, we're all going to catch it, see, because we're all in the same little wee community of things. And anything you step on, well, the stink that comes with it, we'll be smelling it.
Luckily, I'm an excellent floor mopper.
Oh, she's
Don't
good
worry.
at right.
Don't worry about it. If I cause any trouble or anything happens, I'll be make sure I clean up my own mess.
No, I didn't want you to get cleaned up by the. You don't. Do you know who you work? Do you know who you work for? I mean, are you aware?
You talking about Lord Sideshow?
I've said no names. I asked, did you know who you work for?
Yes, he means that fellow.
I didn't say that. You did.
I heard that he was a no-nonsense person. Of course.
Do you kin working for a no-nonsense person? He'll take away your back talking and your back sliding and all your silly ways.
I would never disobey orders.
It's not about disobeying orders, Boyle. Sometimes it's just about simple etiquette. Do you know how that works then?
Of course, I know simple etiquette.
Do you know how to act in tea ceremony?
Of course.
Oh, really?
Well, that was pleasant, but sadly I've got places to go. Ladies and gentlemen, have a nice one. And Duncan, looking forward to the next training session. Sadly, I have to go. Damien grabs his bag, gives everyone a nod, and leaves.
Bye.
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 I mean, last thing I heard was tea ceremony. Are we having a tea ceremony? Is he going to go ahead and perform a tea ceremony? Because I think that would be really good to do after that high that we got to with the fighting.
Maybe we should just wait on the ambulance because you already called them, right?
Yeah.
I'm still wounded.
He's fine. He can talk shite. He's fine.
Isaac,
Not
as far as
fine.
Don't worry. When the ambulance comes, I will go with them.
What's not as if you
Isaac is going to go ahead and grab the curb and sit his ass there.
If we can make the tea ceremony into a whiskey ceremony, I'm in.
No, don't
Yes.
do that.
That was a joke.
Oh, okay. I don't know why you joke like that, but okay. Of course. I guess this is is she clearly American?
No,
Okay,
she's not
good.
clearly American.
Good. Like he'll basically because that sounds like American humor. So he'll just be like, okay, I guess that's different humor. Because he comes straight from Japan. Like,
She's clearly English.
yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's that English. Like,
Minnie's
he's just-
American.
Wait, hold on. Wait 1 second. You said she's what?
Well,
He
actually,
doesn't-
Georgie is born in Dublin but moved to London at fairly early age. So, yeah.
That's different.
Make of it what you want.
and he'll be like, excuse me, as basically he'll go to the broom closet and take off his armor.
Seriously, I should come in more often. It's not often that you get to a place where they have free alcohol.
Everybody should be welcome with free alcohol.
I mean, I don't disagree with you.
There's the Green Dragon.
Yeah,
That
place,
place is free.
place a bit posh for me.
Does it also serve free alcohol?
Mhm.
I start to appreciate this community more and more.
I cannot fight without my whiskey.
I couldn't agree with you more.
I mean, it's kind of
That's
protected,
more
but then again, it's not entirely protected from having Madame D'Onofrio explode through a table.
All I ask is that you didn't look to the other side while you're in here.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you can, but I don't suggest it.
Something,
I mean, it's fine with
something.
me.
There's a lot of chains, rattling of them. There's a bunch of shrieking.
Why does everybody like to fight so much? Now I hear about this Green Dragon thing, and then I hear about someone who is willing to put you through tables. That doesn't sound like...
No, she doesn't like putting people through tables. She goes through
Oh.
tables.
Okay, that's fine.
She would also put people through tables.
I've never put someone through a table. Struck
Yeah.
a perfectly good table.
And Kato will come back out and be like, well, I thank you, friends, as he bowed to each one of y'all. I'm about to go wait for the ambulance.
Tell Jerry I said hi.
Mind blown. You know what the kids are saying now? Yeah, mind blown. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
As he will go to the corner with Isaac and be like, I feel like I got more stronger by this, Mr. Isaac.
I'm glad you feel stronger, and glad you feel stronger.
When the training happens, I know it's going to be very interesting and fun, but when my girlfriend be there, there's probably be some difficulties. But anyways, hope we can make a man fast.
I'm hearing that this was not a amicable relationship towards the end.
Well, she kind of got angry at me, and we kind of went our separate ways. And she's very, let's just say, deadly in the arts than me.
Yeah? Would you like some more pizza?
Yes.
Okay. Why would her being more like talented in the arts be like something to consider? Do you need to fight her? Is all of this like? Are you going to fight your girlfriend?
It's a rivalry. I mean, I still like her. I adore her, but she just never really, was all about the rivalry. And I was just like, oh, I want to be, lovey-dovey and whatnot. She was like, no. She was like, we can be that, but I also got to try to kick your ass. And I'm like, oh.
Okay. So this was an intimate relationship, but you didn't like how competitive things were. So
I mean,
you broke it off.
Mr. Isaac, I know a lot of things about life, and I mean, if she was into that kind of stuff, if you know what I mean, I could accept it, but it's complicated. As he'll just ruffle his head.
Isaac's just gonna go ahead and shrug, look at his straw cup, take another sip, a long slip that goes ahead and gurgles the ice. Offers it to you. You want a sip?
Yes.
You go ahead and drink it. It is the sweetest tea that you've ever had in the world.
Anime like water. She's like, this is the best thing I've ever had. It soothes the pain of knowing that my girlfriend may want to kick my ass in the future, or soon, or now if she really wanted to. When I'm at my weakest. But
Isaac very awkwardly places a hand on your shoulder and just sort of pats it. There. Eh.
I think at Isaac, suitably flailing at social interaction, that is a good place to call it.
I would like to thank
Thank
Mr. Isaac that you're my first friend.
Thank you, players, playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. This has been another Scene in Darkness in Dublin.